Hi everyone, and welcome to this. Call it a guided meditation, but also in a reading and expanding from Ask and Given. It is given. It's from this book, "Learning to Manifest Your Desires" by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Beautiful book, wonderful book, fantastic book. Now let's see. Oops. That's good. Like that. Yeah, so welcome everyone. So good to be here. So good to come together, having fun, enjoying time together, feeling the feelings of our own alignment, enjoying the things that surrounds us, knowing that always alignment first and then do and have. It's so good. It's so good to know and feel that energy. It's so good to be in that space more and more. Line up with the energy that create worlds and then moving in the direction toward what I want. I like that feeling. I like that feeling a lot. Not like the feeling of the ease and the flow with that. I love to being easy and gentle in general as I'm moving forward toward my wantingness and toward my desires. And to feel easy about it, to be easy with myself, to be gentle with myself, to be easy with others, gentle with others as well. I know it's all taking place from within myself. As I'm feeling easy and gentle and generous, I'm feeling the allowingness, then everything lines up from there. I know that. I know. And it feels good. It feels really, really good. So happy, beautiful day. Hi, Jen. Hi, Becky. Now, so let's moving forward. We are now on the page 257. It's the process 17, the focus wheel process. Wonderful process. Process 17, the focus wheel process. When to use this process? When you realize that your current vibrational point of attraction is not where you want it to be. When you are aware that you are feeling negative emotion about something that is important and you want to find a way of feeling positive emotion instead. When something has just happened that is not to your liking and you want to think about it while it is on your mind and change your point of attraction so that it does not happen again. When you are reaching for a feeling of relief. Current emotional set point range. The focus wheel process will be of the most value to you when your emotional set point is ranging somewhere between 8, boredom, and 17, anger. If you are not sure what your current emotional set point is, turn back to chapter 22 and scan the 22 categories on the emotional guidance scale. So good. Happy beautiful day, Scott. Okay. Through exposure to life experiences, people often arrive at beliefs that hold them in a vibrational pattern that disallows their receiving of something they desire, and even thought those beliefs are not serving them. Many people defend their continual return to those unpleasant facts, arguing, after all, they're true. We want to remind you that the only reason that anything has manifested into a physical, tangible, definable truth is because someone has given enough attention to it to make that so. But just because someone else has managed to create their truth, it does not mean that it has any relationship to you or to what you will create. In your attempt to document the facts and events of your time, you often, without knowing you are doing it, Hold yourself in patterns of vibrations that make it certain that you will confirm the truth or some fact you are studying with your own life experience. This is not because it is an undeniable truth that you are witnessing, but it's because in your attention to it, you have achieved vibrational harmony with it. So the law of attractions brings a matching experience to you. Sometimes someone will say to us, "But Abraham, I cannot ignore this, for it's true." And we say, it is only true because someone has made it true by giving their attention to it. You see, what you are actually saying here is, because someone else has given attention to this, and therefore, by the law of attraction, invited it into their own experience, I think I'll do the same. In other words, even though I don't want it, I'm obligated to create it in my own reality because someone else did. There are many things that are true that you do desire, and there are many things that are true that you do not desire. It is our encouragement that you give your attention to the things that you do desire and make those wonderful things the truth of your life experience. Most people, however, have not deliberately guided their thoughts to those things that feel good. And so, without knowing they are doing it, they develop patterns of thoughts that they now continue to repeat. Of course, some of your patterns of thoughts are extremely beneficial to you, others are not. And so, this focus wheel process is designed to assist you in changing your vibrational patterns on those specific subjects that are not beneficial to you. It is a process whereby you can literally practice your thoughts into a better feeling and therefore into a better point of attraction. We recommend that you spend 15 or 20 minutes with this process anytime you feel strong negative emotion about something that has happened, or whenever you wish to improve your feeling of clarity. Your heightened negative emotion is always highlighting a good opportunity to shift your energy on a subject because something that you have been living has brought it to a particularly focused position. And so now, as you apply the focus wheel process to it, you will be able to feel any improvement that you achieve in a more empathic way. We recommend using this focus wheel process in any moment when you are keenly aware of something that you do not want. This is the process where you make a general statement that matches your desire. In other words, you're reaching for a match. And how do you know you have found one? Because you feel a sense of relief. In other words, the statement suits you. The statement just feels a little better. And once you find it, if you can focus there for a little bit, even amplify it or exaggerate it or remember something related to it, that is to say, if you can manage, once you find that gentle, comforting statement, to stay there for at least 17 seconds so that you allow another thought to join it. It will then give impetus to your newly stated belief. An example of the focus wheel process. Here's how to begin the focus wheel process. Draw a large circle on a sheet of paper. Then draw a smaller circle, about 2 inches in diameter, in the center of the large circle. Sit back and look at the small circle and feel your eyes focus upon it. Now, Close your eyes for a moment and turn your attention to whatever has happened and that has produced a negative emotion within you. Identify exactly what it is that you do not want. At this point, say to yourself, well, I clearly know what I don't want. What is it that I do want? I clearly know what I don't want. What is it that I do want? It is helpful if you try to identify what you do not want as what you do want in terms of the way you want to feel about it. For example, I feel fat and I want to feel slender. I feel poor and I want to feel prosperous. I feel unloved and I want to feel loved. I feel deceived and I want to feel honored. I feel ill and I want to feel well. I feel powerless and I want to feel my power. Next, try to write statements around the outside edge of your large circle that match what it is that you do want. When you find a statement that is a close enough match, you will know it. In other words, you will feel whatever your statement does not match and throws you off the wheel into the bushes, so to speak, or whether it is a statement that is close enough to your desire that it sticks. The reason the focus wheel process is so effective is because the statements you are writing are those that you have deliberately chosen. They are general statements that you already believe, that match your desire. And the reason it works is because the law of attraction is so very powerful that when you hold a thought for little as 17 seconds, another thought like it will join it. And as two thoughts come together, there is a combustion that occurs that makes your thoughts even more powerful. Whenever you make a general statement, you are more likely to be pure in your thought than when you make a specific statement. So, the power of the focus wheel is that you are making general statements that you already believe. And as you hold each of them for 17 seconds or so, it gives you an opportunity to offer a pure vibration that is more and more specific to your desire. So let us say that you are preparing to do this process and you know that your intention is to eventually write, I feel good about my body, or my knee is well. But if you begin there, if the first little phrase you write is, I feel good about my body, you can tell by the way you feel that the energy is not lined up because all it did was make you feel ordinary and aggravated. Your awareness that you do feel fat or that your knee does hurt. So that statement was too specific. In other words, it is sort of like trying to jump on a train that is going too fast. And all you do is just bounce back off of it. Can you imagine trying to get on a merry-go-round that is going too fast? You cannot quite get on yet, but if it slows down, you can. And then it can speed up. And as it does, and as it does so this time, you can be comfortable on it. What you want to do is slow the wheel down, slow the belief down, so that you can get on. And then, once you do so, you can increase the speed of the vibration. Now, just by trial and error, you can choose another statement. You might say something like, I know that my physical body responds to my thoughts. Well, that is a softer statement, and you already believe that. But that makes you a little mad at yourself. So that was not a really good starting point either. You feel around for something else, and you say something like, for the most part, My body's doing all right. Well, now, you believe that. That statement feels all right. You are able to stay on the merry-go-round. On the merry-go-round. As you write that around your circle and focus upon it, it feels pretty good. And then you make another statement. You might say something like, I believe that the universe matches our vibration. You absolutely believe that. So that statement sticks. Then you make a statement such as, this physical body has been very good for me. You believe that. That statement says you're beginning to feel a little better. You're beginning to feel a little sense of relief. You're not quite so mad at yourself. Your vibration is lifting. And so, let us continue to add power to this process of the focus wheel. As you find thoughts that feel good, continue writing them around the perimeter of your larger circle. Start at what 12 o'clock would be if you were looking at the clock, and then continue around to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and so on, until you have 12 statements that feel good to you. Since your thoughts are sometimes already spinning with such momentum that even thought you want to change them, you cannot find a place to jump in. This focus wheel game is about finding a thought that is close enough to where you are right now so that you do not end up thrown off in the bushes, but where you can gradually begin moving toward the way you want to feel. It is a wonderful vibrational bridging tool. For example, let us say that you feel fat. Something has happened in your experience to bring that to the forefront of your mind, and you are, in this moment, feeling strong negative emotion about it. Take your paper, draw a circle in the center of the page, and within the circle you can write the words, I want to feel slender. Now, focus upon the subjects at hand and try to find thoughts that match how you want to feel, thoughts that feel good to you while you ponder them. Try to find a thought that does not throw you off in the bushes. I can be slender again. This thought is too far from what you really believe, and while you want to believe it, you do not. And you can feel that you do not. And so, because this thought does not feel good to you, this is an off in the bushes statement. My sister is slender and beautiful. This thought does not feel good either. It points out their success and makes you feel your own lack of success even more. This thought throws you off in the bushes. I'll find something that will work for me. While this thought feels a little bit better than the previous ones, it still does not feel good. You have tried many things, but you believe that you have found nothing that works for you. So this thought just points out of your past failures. This thought throws you off in the bushes. I know that there are others who have been where I now am who have found a way that works for them. With this thought, you may feel a sensation of relief. You do feel a little bit better. Remember, you are not looking for the end of you are not looking for the end all solution here. You're only looking for a thought that feels good enough that it sticks. And this thought does not throw you off in the bushes. So, write it on your page at the 12 o'clock position and now reach for more good feeling thoughts. So here's some examples. So good. I don't have to do all of this today. That is another one that sticks. Write it at the 1 o'clock position. I don't have to do all of this today. I'll find a diet that works. Off in the bushes. I don't feel good in my clothes. Off in the bushes. It will be fun to buy some new clothes. That one sticks. 2 o'clock. That's it. My body feels more refreshed. 3 o'clock. Sticks. It sticks. I feel more vital. 4 o'clock. It sticks. New ideas will come to me. 5 o'clock. It sticks. I already know some things that will help. 6 o'clock. Yes, feeling better. I like taking control of my own experience. 7 o'clock. Sticks. No, going around. I'm looking forward to making this change. 8 o'clock. It sticks. I like feeling good. That one sticks. Write it on the 9 o'clock position. I like feeling good in my body. 10 o'clock. It sticks. I feel good about my body. 11 o'clock. Yes. Now, after writing that on the 11th position, empathically circle the words you originally wrote in the center of your focus wheel. And notice that you now do feel a closer vibrational alignment with that thought. When only minutes before you were nowhere near that vibration. Abraham, that is a really good one. We will test that out for sure. Just make a general one, something, yeah, for sure. Or you can practice by yourself, listen back to the recording and go through this as well. We will see. So good. So Abraham, speak to us more about the focus wheel process. You may have heard us say that your point of power is in the present, because even though you may be thinking about the past, or you may be thinking about the now, or may be thinking about the future, you are doing it all right now. You are vibrating now. The pulse is now. The vibrational offering is now. So what is happening is any creative tension between the summoning of the life force and allowing of it to flow through you, the summoning and the allowing, is all happening right here in the now. So here is the word that we want you to focus upon for the next few days. Here you stand in this fresh place. We love the freshness of where you stand. And now we want you to show you how to stand in this fresh place and align your fresh energy with fresh desires that will bring fresh and easy results. The focus wheel is the best tool that we have found to help you bridge a belief so that it matches your desire. Now, this is that we mean by this. The formula for creating anything, even, let us say, joyful tax preparation is identify the desire and then achieve a vibrational match with it. Another example of a focus wheel process. This is good. Another example of a focus wheel process. So just begin by trying to find a phrase that will let you on the wheel. Write phrases that are close enough to what you already believe so that they do not throw you off in the bushes, so to speak. In other words, if you wrote, I'm enjoying doing my taxes, you're off in the bushes. If you write, I just think it is a wonderful thing that the government takes my money and squanders in useless ways, you are off in the bushes. And so, the goal is to try to find something that matches your desire that feels better. So you could write something like, I like to be on top of my life. It feels good to meet my commitments. I like it when I do things in a timely fashion. I love the feeling of order and an organization in my experience. Now, that might have been too strong a statement. You will know. You can tell by the way it feels whether it stays or whether it does not. So through trial and error, You just keep trying. So then you say something like, I imagine that there are a whole lot of people who have felt like I'm feeling, who now have this thing handled. That got you on the wheel. While the IRS taxing system isn't perfect, it's a mechanism through which our government runs. Now, did you end up in the bushes on that, or did you get on the wheel with it? Every year I'm getting better at this. I'm managing the things more comfortably. I found ways to make it more comfortable. My taxes are a good incentive to help me sort of get organized and figure things out. The better it feels, the better it gets. Now, here is the thing we want you to hear. We have not sold anything. In other words, nothing has really changed. You still have your taxes to do, but the things that we most want you to hear is that you are standing in a different place right now than you were before. In other words, clarity will come to you more easily than before. Memory will come to you more easily than before. An idea of where you left something will come to you more easily than before. In other words, all those scattered pieces of your life that are in piles and boxes and folders and bottoms of purses, all those pieces of information that are scattered here and there are coming together in your mind. In other words, your inner mind will begin to feed you in a consistent way, in a way that did not happen before you took a little time to align your energy with your desire. Whether it is a castle or a button, if you are using it as your object of attention, it is summoning the life force, and it is the feel of the life force that life is about. The reason that you are summoning it is inconsequential, in other words, in other words, it is every bit as possible to feel as much joy in the preparation of your taxes as in the planning of an ocean cruise. Now, you might not believe that, but that is because you have not allowed the energy to flow through you toward that object of attention without resistance. You summon, you summon the energy because you want to do what you have to do, but then you divert that energy because you have all these habits or practice statements that do not let it flow. When you have energy flowing through you and you do not let it flow, it beats up on you pretty good. It beats up on you pretty good. And now, because the focus wheel process causes you to focus for a longer than usual period of time on a specific subject while you are deliberately reaching for thought that feels good, your point of attraction does change. By applying this simple but powerful focus wheel process to a variety of subjects as they come up in your life, you can effectively improve your point of attraction regarding everything that is important to you. Yeah. So, yeah, you have the tool. You can try it out. Oh, this is good. You can play with this for sure. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Paper, white paper, circle. This is gonna be fun. Let's have some fun. Happy beautiful day, Rosemary. Let's see where this is going. Just something generally. So a circle big circle and a little circle. The little circle. In the little circle there, I will write what I want to. I want to feel free. That is a good one. I want to feel free. With all of this happening now with the pandemic and all of those things. But I want to feel free. I want to feel free. A little circle and then a big circle around. Something if I study. Then we have 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12. And then I go around. This is like this. Something like that. I want to feel free. We're starting up there. So there's no right or wrong in this. Just like starting and see where it goes. I want to feel free. So let's see what I get that now. I can always breathe myself into a feel-good feelings. I can always breathe myself into a feel-good feelings. I can always breathe myself into a feel-good feelings. Always breathe myself to a feel-good feelings. To feel good feelings. Yeah. What else? This is so good. Appreciate your ability to deliberately shift your focus. Yeah. I want to feel free. I can always breathe myself to a feel good feeling. It feels good, actually. I want to feel free. What else? I want to feel free. So do you have some ideas? Jen? Can be anything. I want to feel free. Now let's go around and see find the feeling of that feeling, in general. So good. I want to feel free. 1 o'clock. I know where I came forth from. I know and feel who I am. Maybe, let's say, you're just playing it out. I know and feel who I am. I'm just gonna play it out. I know and feel who I am. I know and feel who I really am. I am free to choose and focus in whatever I want to focus in. I'm free to focus and choose in a direction that always feels good. Or I'm free to choose and focus. I'm free to choose and focus. That's a good statement. I'm free to choose and focus. I know that. I'm free to choose and focus. I know there's things on the table that feels good and there are things on the table that doesn't feel good. I know, but I know I'm free to choose and focus in what point of attraction and what direction I want to choose and focus in. I am having the free will to choose and focus. I'm free to choose and focus. I am free to choose and focus in what I want to. I'm free to choose and focus in anything or everything. Yeah, I'm free to choose and focus in whatever. Yeah, in whatever. I'm free to choose and focus in whatever. I want to feel free. Now, 3 o'clock. This is fun. What else? What else comes on? I freely love and appreciate. Let's see, Jan. I see so much goodness there. Appreciate. I see evidence of freedom all around me. Nature. I love it. I would put that on, Jan. That's fun. I see. You're free to share. If you have something you love to share, please. This is a good thing. Just having fun with this process. And then after we finish, we can look at that thing in the middle and we can see how it's changed when we look at it. Because now we're going around writing things down, finding the feelings of, general feeling. So I see evidence. I see evidence. Right? I see evidence, proof. I see evidence of freedom. I see evidence of freedom. I love that, Jen. That is so right. All around me. Yeah. All around me. Nature. Yes. I love the feeling. I will remember that one because I'm going to go take a good trip on nature now. I'm going to have a long walk. And that is a freedom feeling. I see the evidence of freedom all around me. What else? So, 4 o'clock. You have some more gender. I see there. You say, I love the feeling of segment intending as I flow throughout the day. That is a good one. I freely love and appreciate. I am free to resist or flow. I am so free to calibrate any resistance vibration. Yeah, that is so beautiful. I'm so free to calibrate any resistance vibration. I am free to resist or flow. Yeah, I'm free to love and appreciate. I love the feeling of segment intending as I flow throughout the day. That is such a feeling, good feeling thing too. I will write it. I love the feeling. It's good things, Jen. I love it. I love the feeling. Writing it down. I love the feeling. I love the feeling of segment intending. Oh, I love the feeling too. Segment intending part is such a wonderful thing because it's becoming feeling the vibration before it happening in your experience. As I'm running now, every time I run now, I feel just more energized, more good. I'm writing down every time. I love the feeling of feeling energized, and I love the feeling of feeling forward focused. I write it, but I feel also that, and I feel it more and more every time I write it. And so I love the feeling of the free energy that more I'm allowing myself to choose and focus in the direction that feels good to me, more it becomes and more it expands. I love the freedom of the expansion in the direction where I'm going. That is something. So just putting out things there. So, but I will write, I love the feeling of segment. I love the feeling of segment intending. I love the feeling of segment intending as I flow. As I flow throughout. As I flow throughout the day. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, the 5. What else? So what else? My life is my creation. That is such a freedom. My life is my creation. I will write that down to you. Yeah, my life is my creation. My life is my. I want to feel that is a freedom. My life is my creation. It's what I'm thinking about and what I'm feeling about. What I'm feeling. It's my attracting. No one else thinking my thoughts. No one else feeling my feelings. No one else attracting what I am attracting. And everyone else have their own creation. My life is my creation, and other people's life is their creation. And I'm feeling so free to know that I create my Life is my creation and other people's is their creation. And I love the freedom in that energy, and to letting everyone have that freedom. Also, it's not my business what other people create their own reality, what other people think or feel or attract. It's theirs. And I love the feeling of giving them that freedom. I love the feeling of giving everyone a break, not trying to push against anything, not trying too hard to make changing people, but letting everyone have their own creation. That is such a freedom because I know I have my own creation. I know I'm thinking my own thoughts and feeling my own feelings and attracting what I'm attracting in my life. It's me. It's my creation. Yours is different than mine. I love the difference. It's so good. So my life is my creation, freedom. My life, and it's yours, and your life is your creation. It's freedom. My life is my creation. My life is my creation. 6 o'clock. What else? I love knowing that everyone else is free too. Yeah, I love knowing it too. That's so beautiful. So what else? I love I love the knowing and the feeling when I get into the vortex. I can see everyone from who they really are. I can see everything. I can see myself and everyone from who they really are. Unconditional love and appreciation. That is a freedom too. When I'm getting in tuning and tapping and turning into my own alignment, I can freely see everyone who they are. I don't having any judgment, condemnation, or criticizing toward them. I feel unconditionally, energetically, vibrationally, frequently love to them, unconditionally, appreciating. I can come into that space more often. I can tune into that more vibration more and more. I know that. It feels good. So what else could be there? It can be I love basking in my feel good feelings. I will write some things this down. I love basking in my feel good feelings. That's good, Jen. I love basking. I love basking in my feel good feelings. I love basking in my feel good feelings. So good. So good, Jen. I love basking in my feel good feelings. What else? But be general for sure. I will be general as I can. So I love getting into the vortex. I love getting into the vortex. That's another statement. I love getting into the vortex. I love getting into the vortex. And the specific more, I get a donut. Why is it so? It's like, it's because, when I'm getting into the vortex, everything feels so good and everything lines up so easy and gentle. And I'm just go with the flow. It's just like you are getting into the zone. I love getting into the vortex. I love getting into the vortex. What is the vortex? The vortex is where everything that you ever want. It's in the vibrations, in the energy. It's the pure love source energy that you came forth into this physical body. It's to lining up with that energy in your physical body as one, feeling the connection. And then the vortex, you will have those ideas and the impulses and those things that you are wanting and asking for will come to you easily, quickly, and with the path of least resistance, the path of most allowance. We say the path of most allowance. So I love getting into the vortex. That's something. It feels good. I love getting into that, to the vortex. So number 8. What else? That is something I love. Yeah, I love knowing that when I ask, it is always given. I will put that down. Such a wonderful feeling. I love knowing I love knowing that when I ask, when I ask, when I ask, it's always given. It's always given. I love knowing that when I ask, it's always given. That's wonderful too. Yes, always. And I love knowing that when I ask from feeling good first, then I always receive feel good answers. And it's expanding. I love the feeling of that nothing gets less, it just gets more. I love the feeling in the knowing that I love the feeling of nothing gets less, it just gets more. You understand it? Be more general. What else? So good. I love knowing that things are always working out for me. That is something too. I will write that from things down. It's really beautiful statement here you shared, Jen. Thanks a lot. I will write that down. That I love knowing. That's a true statement for me. I always like said that I love everything's been working out for me. Things are lined up. It's so easy. I've been, I would say for myself, my belief. My grandmother used to say to me, "Espen, you are a lucky child. You're born on a Sunday. Everything will be going well for you. You will be lucky in your life. Things will line up for you." And I was like, oh, very excited as a child. That is just like, yeah. And my belief was very strong on that. I heard it a lot of times. Born on a Sunday, a lucky child. It's gonna be, and it was fun. There was just a statement. It was something just sharing, but I could feel the energy, and I was like, yes. And that's how things have been unfolding out more and more now. Still, when there has been contrast of things or changes, but always things have been turned out well. Always working out well. I love knowing that things. I love knowing. That's a nice thing. That things. I love knowing that things are always working out for me. Working out for me. So beautiful. I love knowing that things are always working out for me. And now the last one. Is it 11? So what else? What will be the last one? I love knowing that things are always working out for me. I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. I love feeling, or I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. I love knowing that's a freedom. So I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. Everything is in motion forward. Yeah. I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. Now, I've been writing here, so now I have this. And I look in the middle. Now you can look in the middle of that. I want to feel free. Now look at that. Focus in the energy of it. Is that changed? Is it really good? I already felt really good about that. You say, yeah, but it feels more now. I can feel the vibration of it more now. Yeah. It's been changing. It just feels either better. I want to feel free and looking in the middle of it. And looking around that we've been writing, I can always breathe myself to a feel good feeling. I like that, that freedom, just like a couple of breaths, feeling that all is good. Immediately when I focus on the breathing and just breathe for a couple breaths, then the energy allows free flow of energy comes through, and the vibration arises from me. Just as focusing on the breathing. What a beautiful thing! I know and feel who I really am. Good, beautiful. I know and feel who I really am. Can be, just feeling it out. Okay. I'm free to choose and focus in whatever. Yeah, I am. I see evidence of freedom all around me in nature. Yeah, I see the freedom. I see evidence of freedom all around me. I love the feeling of segment intending as I flow throughout the day. My life is my creation. Not just going around. 6 o'clock. I love basking in my feel good feelings. 7 o'clock. I love getting into the vortex. 8 o'clock. I love knowing that when I ask, it is always given. 9 o'clock. I love knowing that things are always working out for me. Oh, I forgot about the 10 o'clock. I jumped over one, but it's okay. We have a 10 o'clock too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's good. So what else? Lower say 10. I can always feel a little bit better. I can always feel a little bit better. Like meaning that nothing is stuck. Everything is in motion forward. I love knowing that everything is in motion forward. I can always feel a little bit better. To see. So 10 o'clock, I can always feel a little bit better. I can. Feelings can always improve. And then at 11 o'clock, I love knowing that everything is in motion forward, meaning that I'm never stuck. It's freely, it's like the energy moves forward, the energy expands and I'm forward focused. It's me for I. Now that's the one thing with I am free to choose and focus in that energy, whenever, whatever. It's my free will. So I want to feel free. Now looking at this again looking. I want to feel free. Feel the difference. It's different. So beautiful process. Wow, amazing. Just feel either better. So there's always improvements in the feelings. There's always a way for, we say, recreate, but to change your point of attraction to a new point of attraction. When the vibration change in a subject, it doesn't feel so good, but it feels a little bit better and better, and then starting to moving up into a better feeling. But then your point of attraction of that subject change. You will not have the same experience with that subject as before. That is really, really a free feeling that you can change anything when you are aware, when you are changing, when you're feeling different about what you're feeling about in every subject, then it's changed. And you're having a new point of attraction, you have a new experience from that. There will be a newness of that energy, it's a newness of that experience from now and forward. Your point of attraction have changed. Now you're having a new point of attraction. There is always improvements in our feelings. There is always a way to feel a little bit better. We're never stuck. Everything is in motion forward. There is always an opportunity to do things that feels good to us. There's processes, wonderful processes. There are wonderful nature around us. There are wonderful things to do. It's wonderful to be first before I do. I know that freedom as well. You know, it always feels good to line up with the energy of who I really am before I do something. But I know I'm so free whenever, wherever, to choose and focus on whatever I want. And it is no rush, it's no push. I know that Source never looks back, free. Source is always a moving forward energy. It never judged me, it never criticized me, it never have any condemnation about me. It's an unconditional love and appreciation toward who I am and to all that is. When I'm coming into that space of unconditional love and appreciation, feeling my alignment, that alignment lines up with the alignment with everything that surrounds me. I can feel that in every human, in everything that surrounds me, everything. Line up with the energy and you can see the evidence of it. You know, immediately when the energy arises and the vibration becoming more, the perception of how I'm looking at life outside of me changed. So there's always improvements. There are always an expansion of feeling good now and better and better and better. So we are free. We are so free. So I want to feel free. It's easy to now feel that feeling more than ever. So I love you guys so much, and hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day. And yeah, see you tomorrow. This is good stuff.